So I was talking with my son yesterday, and we have been working so hard for weeks. I start my spring semester for school coming up here, and so I have this little window to work and get all of these physical things accomplished before I kind of fall off the cliff of focus into school land for the next few months. And so I wanted to share what that looks like when we're 6, 7 months out from moving. We've cataloged things into different sections that we know we have to work on them. So this little section right now, it's really cold here. In fact, it's supposed to be like 25 below zero tonight. Cold. There's not a lot of outside stuff we're doing if we can help it. So we have inside projects planned. I have a lot of things where I probably have paint on me still from working on the house. I know shortly here I switch gears and then I'm in school mode mixed with things that take less of a deep dive to get them accomplished. So this is the moment to get these things done. And that's what's important, because even though it feels like, we have 6 or 7 months, once I finish the spring semester, that's when we either have to have the house listed or the house start marketing it for rent. So all of these house things have to be wrapped up by that point. So there actually isn't as much time as it seems. So what have we been working on this past week? We sheetrocked the basement. I've shared videos last week about us chipping the floor out. We had this old tile from the 70s down there, linoleum, glued every square inch on very well, I will say. So we've ripped all the insulation down, everything, re-put everything back up, sheetrocked. It had paneling before. Had to kind of redo some of the studs, all of that sort of things. We water sealed the concrete really well. Took the sink out. That's out in the garage right now. I'm repainting that and refinishing it. Rebuilt up around the water well pump. I personally mudded and sanded and mudded some more and sanded the entire basement. So my arms were literally cramping up from being so tired, but I'm so glad that that is behind me. Then 2 days ago, I spent priming the basement, the entire level. And then yesterday, I actually opened up the 5-gallon bucket of house paint, and we decided to do all of it the same color. As you can see behind me is now this color instead of green from some of my past videos. So I did the entire main floor and the entire basement, 2 coats of this Alpine something, whatever it was called, paint. That feels really good to have that behind me. So we've been working on that, the painting, the finishing the basement. When it was a little warmer for a few days, we carried another few boxes out to our bunkhouse where we're storing everything. That's all priced and ready to go from when we do our moving sale this summer. That's the realist part of my game plan that I'm implementing. The dreamer part of me, I'm building this digital virtual part of my business that I can do from anywhere. So I have been creating some free guides that I can offer. I have been going through some of my Etsy listings and making sure some of my cards have digital versions that people can download, so I don't need to have an inventory of cards anymore. We've done some researching on different locations, learning about different cultural things, how practical, things in different cities, from Vietnam to Japan to Albania to Italy, just whatever kind of. We like to bounce around so it doesn't get too heavy. So I notice we're so in it that it can very quickly become overstimulating. So we do in small doses. We also got to spend some time with family. So that was really great. I'm just looking at my list here to make sure I cover everything. And I played Scrabble with my kiddo. We like to sit and do that. And then sometimes we'll watch Gilmore Girls or Young Sheldon, something that's just easy and we can sit and be together and talk, or we can get other stuff done while we're watching it. We'll try to do that several nights a week together. So I savor that time as well as some downtime. But that's what I'm doing right now. It's balancing this dreamer side of me with the Realist side. We also went out, protested a little bit. We've been donating money to some causes. We're here in the Twin Cities, and it's heartbreaking to see so many businesses we've supported my entire adult life that they've had to close out of fear. People being arrested as they show up for their appointments and trying to do everything by the book. People we love, and it's a whole other thing. So there's been bits of that, but mostly what I've noticed is I try to dive into that, and then pure privilege that I get to step away from it a little bit. And I try to, in the whole scheme of things, think of what can I control in my life right now. And I have to dive in, because if I let my life fall apart, that's not going to help anybody. And so if I can keep my life moving forward, at least I can be a support to other people. So that's how I'm framing it in my head to keep me motivated and moving forward and double down and get some stuff done towards our dreams and making those happen. So that's where we're at. It's a balancing act. I am loving the excitement. I've loved watching this channel grow. As I've been putting time into it for January, the view hours are up like 30,000%. And so I thank all of you. I really think we need in this world this balance of practical solutions, but we need to have dreams, and we need to have things beyond just what we see. We need beautiful art, and we need inspiration, and all of us play a role in that. And I so often go back to where I really believe my role is to help people see their light, help people to live their best lives. And each of us then have a circle of influence that we can affect and help when we're thriving and we're living a good life. And we all deserve that. And so if we can do that in a way and then support others and pull others up with us, I think the world's a better place. So thank you for watching. If you have anything you'd add, please leave in the comments. And I thank you for being here. I hope you have a really wonderful day. Bye.